Hey everyone, I just wanted to make another little quick video here about I just saw a little news article saying that SeaWorld will 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 discontinue breeding their killer whales, orcas. I just wanted to make a little video saying I am kind of glad that they are. This is definitely a step forward in the right direction. You know, for the past three round years, ever since that ever since that movie Blackfish, the 2013, I think that was, ever since that was out, that severely damaged their reputation. I mean, it exposed like everything that was wrong there. And you know how they always claimed, oh, the whales are healthy, oh, they're happy here. I don't think so. But finally, and you saw how they're also trying to phase out the shows as well. So the shows, it looks like, will also be eventually down the road. As far as this is how I read it, okay? If I am wrong, please correct me, and I apologize if I am wrong. But the way I read it was that because they're gonna stop the breeding there, that means that the shows eventually will have to stop as well. This is how I read the article or articles because it's like it's been confirmed already. Like you can just Google it and it's like every single reputable article you can find saying it. But the other thing was, I think I even saw somewhere saying their attendance hasn't really even been as good. I'm gonna check on here really quick. So let's see. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn I saw it on here, but I'm just gonna double check. SeaWorld attendance down. Let's see, just waiting for it to load on here. I was right. Yep, I was right. It says SeaWorld attendance down. This was from last August. Revenue continues to slide. But then in November of last year, saying higher profit. Yeah, they had higher profit but lower attendance. I don't get that. Ever since that Blackfish came out, I think that pretty much sealed the deal for them. And it also said something about something happening in 2017 or something. Hold on, let's see. Oh, the sites I find on the USA Today, Time, The Guardian. What was the other one? 2017. I saw something was going to happen next year. Sorry, I don't know why I just did that. Sorry, I was like looking at my lips. Sorry about that. It's just a force of habit I have. SeaWorld announces plan to phase out killer whale show by 2017. But then another article, that's weird, another article saying, with a new orca experience, but I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. I think it says something that it looks like they are overall trying to phase out of the, phase the orcas out. Because that movie Blackfish came out, that was like the beginning of the end basically for them. Of course, all the orcas people are also saying things like, why don't you just free all the orcas right away? Well, they claim, and other people claim, that if they did, they wouldn't be able to adapt back into the ocean because they were raised in captivity. They wouldn't adapt well right now in the ocean. I don't know what. I'm not sure if I fully. I guess I can see where they're coming from, but I don't know. But the other thing is that movie also with the movie Blackfish. Not, I think from what I recall seeing of it, I haven't seen it in a little while now, but from what I recall, it also showed other animals also not being fully treated right as well. Like, I think it showed a dolphin being ignored, a seal being ignored, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But, and not only that, the other thing is, they've proven that these animals in the captivity, they call it basically a bathtub. Why, that one trainer that got killed, that Dawn, you can look it up yourself. I think it was 2010, I think. They said they're not usually harmful animals, whales, whatever. But being in they call it solitary confinement basically for whales. Just imagine, people in solitary confinement in prison. They said it drives you crazy. Well, they said the tanks they're in. I found an article on here I also found, compared it to it too. Orca captivity, solitary confinement. I'll just take a sec here. So yeah, it's basically saying it's solitary confinement. Solitary. If you're in prison, you go crazy, because they said, not change the subject much, but in prison they said solitary confinement is absolute torture. You're in the jail cell. I think it's around 20 hours or so a day, and have little contact with anyone else. And that's pure torture, But back to the orcas. Yeah, they said that's basically solitary confinement for orcas, and that's why there's been incidences. There's another incident where the guy got pulled under or something, like the whale took him and tried to pull him under. He ended up okay, but they said that's why it happens, because it just drives them absolutely insane, being in an enclosed area, basically. So I do think overall, though, that this is a step in the right direction by ending the breeding program. Will they eventually, and I see some people saying, well, it would be also good down the road if they just free all the animals one day, because a lot of people, like me, don't really care much for zoos. I feel like they're just prisons for animals, basically. Maybe one day that'll happen. It probably won't be anytime soon, but I think it will happen in the future one day. I don't know when, nobody knows when, but I think it will happen when zoos, the parks, animal parks, I think one day they will eventually be gone. And we don't know when, but I just think it will. So yeah, overall, I think this is a good direction for SeaWorld. Finally acknowledging that, this just hasn't worked out well now. And that's basically it. That's basically what I want to say right now. About that movie, though, the documentary, the 2013 documentary Blackfish, I highly recommend watching that. That's a great, great film, showing and exposing all the dirty little secrets that SeaWorld has. And yeah, I definitely recommend that. Check it out if you can. So that's about it, okay? Catch you guys later. See ya. Bye.